For I shall rise again.
For I shall rise again in the midst of you, as a ruler in the midst of his sons. And I shall rejoice in the midst of my tribe. As many as shall keep the law of the Most High.
As many as to keep the law. This is the important thing now. Zebulun is bringing this revelation out. As many as what shall keep what?
As many as shall keep the law of the Most High and the commandments of Zebulun their father. But upon the ungodly shall the Most High bring eternal fire.
Wow.
And destroy them.
This is deep. Zebulun is being shown this right now.
He's speaking it really on his way out because he's getting ready to close his eyes. So I think my it's in my spirit is revealing to me. He's being shown that as he gets ready to pass on to the out of this
prophets. Yes.
And so he says, but upon the ungodly shall, because he's seeing what's happening, what he's going to do and what the outcome. But upon the ungodly shall the Most High bring eternal fire and destroy them throughout all generations. But that's key too. Throughout all generations, no generation will be skipped if they are disobedient, if they do not keep the law, if they do not keep the commandment. That's what that says. But I am now hastening away to my rest, as did also my fathers. But do ye fear the Most High our God with all your strength, all the days of your life.
What's the first commandment? Love the Most High with all thy heart, all thy soul, and all thy mind. Do you fear the Most High? Keeping the commandments is fearing the Most High.
But he said, he emphasizes, this is the last coming to the last thing he has to say. But do fear the Most High, our God, our power, with all your strength, all the days of your life. And when he had said these things, that was the last thing he said, he fell asleep.
He fell asleep.
At a good old age.
At a what old age?
A good old age.
A good old age.
And his sons laid him in a wooden coffin, and afterwards they carried him up and buried him, as we know, in Hebron with his fathers.
They're all being buried in honor with Hebron with his father.
His last words was basically what we read as the whole duty of man. You know, make sure you fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Those were his final words.
And in all that strength, do what you can do. Do what's right all the days of your life.
Show compassion and mercy without hesitation.
Your right is different from what the Most High right is. Doing what's right is being obedient, keeping his word, keeping his commandments. That's what it's about. That's how you do right here. If not, you're considered wicked. You're going to be destroyed throughout all your generations. Your generations is teaching somebody to bow down and worship Buddha, to kiss a rock.
So funny.
To give honor to a white man on the cross. That's not Christ. That's your generation is teaching you to go ahead and collect those Easter eggs. You're teaching your children. That is wicked to the Most High.
And you keep, and because we want to, oh, it's good. It helps us to come together as a family. You know what? Stop having rationale. Because guess what? According to what Zebulun said, there will be no rationale. Whoever was ungodly, the Lord shall bring to eternal fire and destroy them, and throughout all generations. So from beginning of mankind to the end, anyone who adhered to that, you'll be eternal fire. This is not a minute I burnt myself or put some butter on it or whatever you put on it, but this is eternal damnation. And that is where we have to go. People think that grace, you've been told these lies about grace, but we understand, for what we clearly understand about grace, there is a limitation. It begins and it ends.
That's why it's called grace. Brothers and sisters, your gods, other than the God of Isaac, Jacob, other than the God of Jacob, Isaac, and Abraham,
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Other than the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is not the God of our forefathers. Your God Buddha, your God Islam, your God Shimism, whatever it is.
And see, and you're saying your gods, but a lot of times the people don't even understand that's because their mind is really, we're single-minded, whether we realize it or not. So some things that you're doing, you don't even think you're worshiping a God. So you might not think we're talking to you. You might think you're serving God. But in essence, really all you worry about is your money. And you can't serve the Most High and Mammon. So cannot. One of them is taking more precedence in your life. So this week in the Feast of Dedication, this is a time we look back, we look at the story about the Maccabees, and we see their dedication unto death. They refuse in no way, shape, form, or fashion would they deviate from the worship and the dedication of the Most High. And we have to make sure that our lives line up with that.
We have to. Look, Zebulun gave a great example today on what we need to do. Keep the commandments of the Most High. Mm-hmm. Stay on the right path. And Christ, we said it in the beginning with Christ. Christ even said it. He said it today in John chapter 10. You are not of my Father. I know who are mine.
My sheep hear my voice. I know them.
I know them.
And they follow me.
And they what?
They follow me.
And they follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you follow Yeshua, brothers and sisters. The real Messiah.
And it was so interesting because if you think about the context in which that scripture we read earlier in John chapter 10, where they were dialoguing, they were coming back again. Tell us plainly. See, the thing about it is, what he's saying is, I said it. But see, because you're not my sheep, you can't hear me.
You don't have ears to hear. That's right. You got to have ears to hear.
You can't hear me.
All right. With that being said, probably anything else you want to bring out on Zebulun? Zebulun, the father of nations, the sixth born from Jacob and Leah. Anything else, Prophet?
No, that's it. It's awesome teaching today. Happy final day, closing of the Feast of Dedication to our brothers and sisters out there.
Shalom, shalom. Praise the Most High. This is the last day. We're going to feast today, too. We're going to feast today. And you know what? You can't beat the Most High. They little fake days can't beat the Most High on his holy days.
No, not at
8
all.
days of feasting,
not
fellowship.
And it's so what I love about it is he's feeding us spiritually, our bodies, our souls, and our minds when you keep these feast days. Everyone's worrying about the gathering. Oh, but you come together. If you worshipped him and kept the feast, just keep the feast days that the Yeshua kept. And you will see how it will bless your entire family and will bring that unity that Zebulun is talking about.
When the Most High said, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy, they didn't understand that was you staying on the Most High's time clock.
Yeah.
When you keep the Sabbath, they're keeping the Sabbath up in the heavens as well.
Mm-hmm. That's some strength. That's super unity right there. That's some unity above and beyond. But like I said, we get to learn something new. You keep the feast days, the holy days that the Most High has set in place, and the ones that he kept. How about that? The ones that he kept. And not only does it feed you your physical and you eat good, but it's your body, your soul, and your spirit.
And you are blessed because you're walking in obedience. All right. So with that being said, we're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer and the Hebrew Credo, the Shema. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. On earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. The power. And the glory. Forever. And ever. Amen. Shema. Yasharala. Ahaya. Alahaya now. Ahaya. Akkad. Shema. Yasharala. Alahaya now. Ahaya. Akkad. Shema. Yasharala. Alahaya now. Ahaya. Akkad. Hear, O Israel. The Lord our God. The Lord is one. Kwam Yasharala. Kwam Yasharala. It's Jeremiah prophesying. Tell let my people go. Oh, tell let my people go. Oh, Africa, let my people go. Africa, set my people free. See them coming back. The sons and daughters coming back. They are coming back from the nation where they are coming back. In this situation, implement a plan for assimilation. Start a conversation that would yield everyone's redemption. See them coming back. The kings of the earth, they be coming back. The Jay-Z be coming back. Beyonce Chiku be coming back. Oh. Clap. Energy. Clap. Energy. Clap. Oh yeah. America, let my people go. Ethiopia, let my people go. See me coming back from the ancient tombs. We are coming back. We are coming back from the valley of the dry bones. Coming back. We are coming back from the lands of slavery. Coming back. On this one occasion, I will show us mercy from desolation, destruction, and ejection. See me coming back into the hands of the Most High. Coming back. See them coming back. The King of the earth is coming back. See them coming back. Luciano coming back. See them coming back. Modern heritage coming back. See them coming back. The Lord and Lady coming back. Asia, let my people go. Australia, let my people go. Andaman Islands, if you pay, they will show you that. Life's a is coming back. See them coming back. But Mali coming back. See them coming back. It's not my brother coming back. Chini coming back. There is a Kempi coming back. Oh, come and get this water. Oh, come and get this mercy. Israel, the King is coming back. Judah, your life is coming back. Singing songs of Jacob. American soldiers, making war on Zion. American soldiers, singing what I got. American soldiers, waiting for your shotgun. What's he coming back? Riding on the cloud, I'm coming back. What's he coming back? The Lion of Judah coming back. What's he coming back? The King of Israel coming back. What's he coming back? The King of creation coming back. Oh, see him coming back. Fire coming back. Oh, see him coming back. Savior coming back. Oh, see him coming back. The King of the nations coming back. See him coming back. See him coming back. Oh.
Thank you for joining us for Wake Up Lost Tribe Study Hall, brought to you every Sabbath by Gospel Central Ministries, where we know and understand that Christ never takes revelation out. You are welcome to join us live